What's good, everybody? Puerto Rican 88 here, and I'm here to show you how to remove the battery out of the Vlado Atlas or the Light-LED shoes. First off, what you want to do, since I know I read comments that people have been having issues with the battery, that it's stopped receiving charge, or that the soul lights have been going out, there may be one issue on how to get it fixed. I don't know if it works or not, but there could be a way. So, don't mind the camera, it's just tilted with something. But anyway, what I'm going to show you is how to remove the battery out of the shoe. First off, what you want to do is carefully take out the battery. Try not to snap the wires off or anything, because that'll ruin it. So, see, like, yeah, it's a little stuck. Anyway, okay, you can see the cables exposed right here. That's what it looks like on the inside. And you could see the cables glued up and everything, you know, when they first made or so. I'm not too sure. Okay. That right there is like the port where it connects to the lights and all of that. It's usually yellow that you're going to see, but it can be removed. But you have to do it carefully, like when you're going to like cut it or so with a scissors. But be sure not to cut the wires off, because then the LEDs won't work. So I just put tape on it, because after I cut the yellow cover of it, you know, all I did was put tape around it. Alright, as you can see, I removed the tape, and I had to stop the video for a moment since the tape was still stuck in there. But other than that, let's get started. Okay, you can see some of the stuff here that are exposed or usually covered. So you might want to check that in case, you know. But try not to mess around with the cables too much, because then it may snap off or so. So let's get started with to remove it. Right here is where you're going to see the little port right there. What you're going to do is either you could use a small tool or your fingers, but do it very easily. Like, don't do it hard. Okay, as you can see, it's removed. So now what you want to do is put it back on. And then once you do that, check the turn on the LEDs to see if anything happens. Like right now I'm just putting it back on. And then what I'm going to do is put tape back together again. So this way the wires don't get too exposed. So let's test it. Yeah, I think it's over here. There we go. Yeah, so all the lights are working, as you could see. I've worn them out a couple of times, and so far there hasn't been any issue or so. But like I said, make sure you watch for the cables. And if anything snaps off, then try to see if you can repair it with a tool or so to put it back together. So, and like I said, if anybody has issue with this kind of stuff, or, you know, that the battery stopped receiving charge at all, or if this method works, then let me know, and then, you know, post a comment or so, and I'll get back to you. And not only that, but I'll keep you guys informed, since I've got the Light and the Atlas, and worn them a couple of times, and so far they're doing good, like I said in the last video. So, okay, after you're done retaping the part again, as I removed it, make sure you put the battery in, you know, in the position you want, or however it can be. But I usually place it where I could charge the wire this way, and the same thing goes with that one, because that could be I don't know. But other than that, that's where I usually put it in case. So I think the the wires can have space or so. Oh, and another review I want to point out that I didn't put on the first video. Make sure you don't pull the tongue too hard when you're putting on your shoes, because that may cause the wire to snap off if you pull it too hard. So that's another thing I want to add to that. So other than that, as you can see, I had to put the battery back in together, well, inside carefully, so it doesn't so the wires won't snap or so. But either way, it's bended, but at least it's not snapping off. Now, some of you may know, usually on the bottom of the shoe you could see the black area, transparent sole. Well, I think the wires are down here as well, since, they're all connected to this and this. So in one of the comments I read that the wires are very thin and fragile, so that can make sense why they could break so easily, because people stomping on the ground too hard on concrete or so. So, like I said, try not to stomp a lot on the sneakers, which could cause the wires to snap. Treat them well, and they'll last longer for you if they can. So, let's see how it goes for you guys. So, that's it for today, and let's see how this will do for everybody.